This is me in the early morning hours, right after a run. I've been running 3 miles all week. Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A little bit over 3 miles. But today, I hit a 10K. 3.1 miles is a 5K, so double that. Do the math. I did a 10K. 6.2 miles, 6.3 point something, or 6.3 something to be exact. So I just had to hop on and bring that little bit of footage. Hello everyone, and as you can see, I am back from my workout. I am showered and refreshed and ready to dive into this week's budget recap as well as budget projection. So today is February the 26th, Friday, and we know with Friday comes another paycheck budget projection and budget recap. So first thing I am going to do is I am going to explain to you the budget recap items that were not a part of last week's budget projection. Okay? And then I'm going to go from there to this upcoming week's budget projection. So we have two things we're going to do, and we're going to turn the camera around this time. I have pre-written everything out, but we're going to turn the camera around so that we can focus down on my notebook where I have actually handwritten out all of my numbers and expenses, and you will see in week 4, which is this upcoming week, projection that there were several things that changed as it relates to my budget projection and how I'm actually paying my debts for this upcoming week. So as you can see, I have my Dream Big, Start Small t-shirt on, and that is my logo for this channel, which is what we typically want to do. We want to dream big, dream out of this world as it relates to your budget, your financial goals, financial freedom, however you see it happening for you, because finances are personal. And that means that your finances and your budget plan and your budget goals are going to be those that work specifically for you and your household. So we want you to always dream big but start small around here. So basically what that means is dream out of this world, but don't go and attack or actually get that wealth in this unrealistic, huge, blow your mind way. We want you to take steps in the process. Write out your plan, write out your goal, and take steps toward that goal so that ultimately you can get your budget on track, you can pay down your debt, and you could live a financially free, a debt-free, but a life of financial wealth. So if you are interested in this sort of information and to dive into my budget, then please stick around for the remainder of this video. Okay everyone, we're back, and as you can see, I have my budget recap page in front of you. There was no need to actually go over last week's budget projection sheet because everything on that actual budget projection I did follow to a T. Nothing was out of the ordinary. There were no debts or expenses that I did not satisfy, so that sheet was good. Here are the budget projection items that I typically don't project for. It may be just something that I want to do. So we're going to start here with the budget recap, and as I always state, my budget recap go from the previous payday, which was February the 19th, over to the Thursday before the next payday, which was February the 25th. So this budget recap is going to go from February the 19th through February the 25th. Okay? So let's dive right into this as I clean up my little markers here from writing out my week's budget projection. As you can see, I typically do this right before I record. So yes, we still have a little bit of a disorganization going on here, but all right, now here we go. First item that I didn't particularly project was I washed my vehicle on last week for $11. That money came out of the Bill's checking account. I ordered some Girl Scout cookies. I typically try and help out some little Girl Scout each year with cookies, so I ordered that. That was $18. That also came out of the Bill's checking account. Remember, guys, I leave a cushion in this Bill's checking account each week. So that money adds up, and therefore I'm able to do things like this that I don't particularly project in my budget and or plan for. Next was a refrigerator filter. I did order that for my refrigerator. It was $33.06. That also came out of the Bill's checking account. And last but not least, yes, this was a biometric screening that I did back in November. And guys, these companies, they just kill me with this kind of thing. How, months later, they send you a bill for a charge. But neither here nor there. And like I said, it's typically the medical or dental companies that are doing this. It's $24.81. And I also got that money out of the Bill's checking account. So that's my budget recap. Let's quickly dive on into the budget projection for this upcoming week. And as you can see, I have everything written out. We're going to try to make sure that I can get this entire sheet in frame so that you guys will be able to take a look at it and you can go back and reference it. Reference it if you need to. So let's make sure the entire sheet is in frame here. I think we are. We have to angle my camera a little. Let's see here. Okay, is everything in here? It's got a lot going on, so we're going to try to dive in and get through this pretty quickly. All right, as you can see, we have Week 4 budget projection Friday, February the 26th, 2021, and with my favorite saying, dream big, but start small. All right, first thing on the docket for this budget projection this week is going to be the electric bill. I typically set aside $180 for that. Next, we're going to have the gas bill coming in at $160. My security bill, $25.91. The homeowner association is $6.70. Then we move along to the Hulu bill, which is $5.99. My auto insurance coming in at $85. Student loans, $96.75. My daughter's car fund, I typically give her a few dollars each week for gas, oil changes, that type thing, $21. The debt amount, this is the extra monies that I have in my pay where I can send toward a debt. This week is $523.65. Next, we have the children's lunch account coming in at $22. No, they are not in school. Actually, they are not in physical school. They're in virtual school, but I am still setting aside this lunch money because one day they will go back to school. That's $22. Then my household expenses, $194. That is money I pull straight out of my checking account in cash, and I put it in my index card system in my wallet. Next, we have the children's savings account, which is an auto draft out of my account of $28.50. Yes, I try to put a few pennies aside in a savings account for the children each week. That totals $1,449.50. And I typically leave a cushion in this checking account of $26.15, just like I stated previously for other items that I just discussed on the other page. So that gives us a total this week of $1,475.65. Now, I typically leave only $1,228 in this account each week. So therefore, we're going to be under this week. So I need to subtract the total amount of the expenses from the amount that I leave in the account each week. That's $1,475.65 minus $1,228. That leaves me with a total of $247.65 that I will need to pull out of the bill's savings account portion. I do leave money in the savings account of this total account. It has both a checking and a savings, and I just move monies back and forward when it's time to pay expenses. So we're going to pull that money out of the bill's savings account technically. That means we're going to do it right here on this paper. That's not going to be the end all to be all of what I physically do. So stay with me. We're going to pull that money out of the bill's savings account technically, $247.65. Now that's step one. Step two is to go back through all of these items, put a PA beside those that I'm going to put away for this upcoming week, meaning that I will not pay those expenses this week. I will put that money away in the bill's savings account to pay those bills or expenses at another time. As you can see, the PAs are beside the homeowners association fee, the auto insurance, the student loan, the debt amount, and I'm putting away my debt amount and student loan because the student loans are currently on hold, and the debt amount I cannot put toward my mortgage because I will not start paying my mortgage again until April 1st because I did a refinance. And the last thing is the children's lunch money. So out of these 5 items, I have put the PA beside them. Then I'm going to come down here and tally up all of those items. So that PA total is a whopping $734.10. So that's the amount I will put away into the bill's savings account. So now, as you can see, these two numbers have a blue cloud beside them because they have a relationship. We have one amount that we need to put away. We have one amount we need to put away and one amount we need to pull out. Okay, so if that is the case, those are two different actions. We're going to have to subtract those numbers, which is what I did on this line here. Okay, so right here we're subtracting the $734.10 and the $247.65. Okay, that leaves us a total of $486.45. Okay, so basically I put a little indicator under each one of these numbers so that you can know what action they're taking. PA means to put it away in the savings account. PO means to pull it out of the savings account to help with bills. So your answer always take the action of the larger number. In this case, it is PA. So we're going to put away this $486.45 into the bill's savings account technically. That means right here on paper. We're not physically doing that. And the reason why is because we're going to have to go back up through here and we're going to have to resolve these items that I am currently paying. That is what the purple triangle indicates, that these are items that I will be paying for this, with this pay for this upcoming week. So we have the electric bill, the gas bill, the security bill, the Hulu bill, the daughter's car fund, the household expenses money, and the children's savings account. These are things I'm going to take care of. But as you can see, with the electric bill here, I normally set aside $180. That bill came in this month at $182, guys. So if we look at the amount I normally set aside, we're going to have to subtract because it's higher than the amount I set aside. So that $182 minus the $180 leaves me with $2. Same thing with the gas bill. I typically set aside $160. It came in at a whopping $270. I am not sure what is going on with these utility bills this month, but that is well over $450 this month. Neither here nor there. I know we're all at home and, we're all using the electricity and the gas day in, day out, but that is a bit high. So with the electric bill coming in at $270, we're going to just subtract the usual amount of $160 that I normally set aside for that bill. So $270 minus the $160 leaves us with a total of $110. So both of these amounts, the $2 and the $110, I'm going to have to pull from the bill savings account, which is what I show you here. I just added those two numbers together, your $110 and your $2. So $110 plus $2 leaves $112, which is what I need to pull out of my bill savings account to help me pay these bills for this month. So I also said that as technically because we still have numbers at the bottom of the page that we have other actions that need to be done to those numbers, okay, down here. So now, this is what we have. Right now we have $112 that we need to pull out of the bill savings account. And down here, we have the $486 that we need to put away in the bill savings account, okay? Two different actions. 112 put away, 486.45 pull out. So with the two actions, we would need to subtract those two numbers. So we would really have to subtract that 112 from the 486.45. So when we do that, then we are left with $374.45, okay? It gets the full yellow box because this is actually what I'm physically and realistically going to do with my accounts this week. I am going to take $374.45 and put it away in the bills savings account for this upcoming week. All other monies will be left in the bills checking account to satisfy all items that have purple triangles beside them. Remember, if there is two numbers with two different actions, then you subtract them. But your answer or what your action is that you need to do with those funds, that number always takes the action of the larger of the two numbers that you are subtracting. The 486.45 would be the amount that I'm putting away. And the 112 is the amount that I would technically need to pull out to help with these two high utility bills. So when you do that subtraction equation, you're left with $374.45, which is my total amount that I need to put away for this week. There you have it, guys. That's my budget, my full budget for this week. If you have any questions with this technique or you want to know more about it, leave me a comment below or shoot me an email and we can talk about it. I can show you how to apply it to your funds. This is all I have for this video. This is Dr. Mummy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you guys. Oh, before I leave the video, I would like to thank you guys for looking at my videos and subscribing to this channel. Share this information. Hit the like button and pass it along to those who may be interested in this sort of content. Once again, this is Amanda. Channel is Dr. Mommy Budgets, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.